Everything you've heard in the press, I think, is absolutely true. I mean, if we can even accelerate it, she was elegant and stylish. The whole administration understood image, and they did it naturally. They understood image. She was always very appreciative with the crew, the service that we gave on Air Force One. But, in 8 years, we used to see the president and the first lady behind the scenes, and not doing it in front of us, but they would constantly be flirting with each other. It was delightful to see, and you'd feel it. And the president would say to me in front of his Mrs. Reagan, he would say, "Howie, please go get my daughter a glass of water."
No, those sweet things back and forth. Now, I've been telling the audience, she was very protective of him and also very funny with him, and in a great wife kind of way, kind of bossy, like I told the story about how he had a meeting with a group of us and she made him change his clothes and said, "Hey, those are very important people, Ronnie. You have to put your different jacket on." And she was like that. She's like a lot of wives, they tell you what to do. And she had no hesitation telling the president, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I remember a story. It was Charlie Palmer, his chief flight attendant, and we were going to Japan, and we stopped in Alaska, and he was going to go off the airplane for a small meeting with somebody. And as they were taxiing in, now this is the President of the United States gives a direct order to a Chief Master Sergeant Charlie Palmer. He says, "Charlie, give me my trench coat." And the First Lady looked up and said to the both of them, "No, get him the coat with the fur collar." And now you got to realize that the Chief Master Sergeant and he just got an order from the President of the United States. They look at each other, and they know they're in trouble.
Yeah.
There's some nonverbal communication going on. They know they're in trouble, and the President he doesn't want to get Charlie in trouble, so he makes a few other statements about the trench coat versus the other coat. Finally, he said, "I may be overdressed if I wear the coat with the fur collar."
Yeah.
So she was concerned about a good warm coat. That
Sure.
was the situation.
Sure.
Well, finally, the two men gave up, and Nancy said, "You're wearing the coat with the fur collar."
Yeah, there was the big coat thing in Iceland, too, right, with Gorbachev and all that, right? That was a funny business.
Absolutely. So, but anyway, the president was very efficient. When the airplane comes to a stop, he was ready to get off the airplane. So he waited to the last minute. There was no time for chatter. He looked at Charlie as he was walking out of his stateroom, and he said, "I'm not wearing my gloves."
Right.
And they put him down on the counter. So it was a manly thing, and and he understood she cared and things of that nature.